Oh yeah. Wait a minute, girl, can you slow down? Wait a minute, girl, what's the rush now? I wanna introduce myself to you. My name is one-on-one guy, to prefer now. I like the way you put your fists together. I like the way you do your hair in the morning. I see why all the boys want you, girl. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the dream scenario for the Washington Commanders heading into the future. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Also, don't forget to check out Juan Gotti TV. That's my new channel. That link is down below in the description. Let's get straight to it. So, the Washington Commanders, as we know, soon will be approved for changed ownership. Daniel, Tony, and Snyder, they already put out the quote in their their last message, and the Washington Commanders posted it on their Instagram, social media, so we know it's official. We're just waiting for the owners to approve it. Again, if it happens before training camp, no later than like early July, mid-July, then I'm cool with it. But if it is going to be carried on into training camp, then that's when we got a problem. But I fully expect it to be done within the next month. Now, with that being said, the Washington Commanders are faced with a whole lot of change and new things. You brought in Bieniemy this offseason to call the offensive plays and be the offensive coordinator. You brought in Sam Howell to now be the presumably starting quarterback for the future. Hopefully, it's going to be a lot of things different. And looking at this coaching staff, looking at this team right now, I feel like the dream scenario for the Washington Commanders fan base, I think everybody would love this. And this is the dream scenario that I have for you. The Washington Commanders, they have a good season this upcoming season. Whether we go 10-7, 11-6, make the playoffs, and we potentially win a playoff game. And the Washington Commanders, then they move on from Ron Rivera. Eric Bieniemy takes over as head coach. That would be the dream scenario. Now, how would I feel about it? I would love it, you know what I'm saying? Because I genuinely think if the Washington Commanders actually turn this thing around this year and we actually do good, we win 11 games, win a playoff game, it's gonna be basically due to Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy. And a lot of the people are going to finally see that. You know, Ron Rivera's been here 4 years. It's going to be his 4th season. He's been here 3 years, and the team's been mediocre, you know, average at best. Now Eric Bieniemy comes here, and we're finally over the top. You see that Eric Bieniemy was the missing piece. So just a person with an offensive brain was a missing piece. And Sam Howell, the quarterback position, was a missing piece. So I'm not saying you don't give Ron Rivera credit, but what I'm saying is I think it would be smart if Washington was to allow Ron Rivera to step down. You don't have to fire him. I mean, unless you want to, and he doesn't want to step down, and you're just like you just want to move on from him because you feel like Eric Bieniemy gives this team a better chance to be successful in the future. Understandably so. But if I'm Ron Rivera, I know that this team will be so successful under Eric Bieniemy. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna step down. I may take a job upstairs. You know, do what Bruce Arians did and countless other coaches did. Let me step down, go upstairs, and be a part of the front office. But I just don't see Ron Rivera being that kind of guy. If I'm Ron, man, I would just go off into the sunset, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Ron bringing in Eric Bieniemy and he has a successful season, we're gonna look at him crazy if we allow him to lead this building. If Eric Bieniemy has the success that we think he can have with this offense this year, we're gonna be foolish to allow him to lead this building. Because if you allow him to lead this building, he go gets his own head coaching gig. You're then now having to fill the offensive coordinator role again, and you're back to square one. Because no offense to Ron Rivera, he changed the coach here, but he really has nothing to do with the offensive side of the ball, really. So if we've been truthful, he has nothing to do with Washington's change success this year. Now, obviously, he's the head coach. All right, so yeah, he has the culture. You know, he changed the culture here. He's in charge of everything, right? So obviously, he still calls the shots. But really, in all actuality, Ron isn't going to do anything different that he hasn't done here in the past 3 years. It's really, what is Eric Bieniemy going to do with his offense? If he takes his offense to the next level, then you know he's really the one that did it. Jack Del Rio, what this defense going to look like? Now, Ron may have some say with the defense side of the ball because, you know, he's more of a defensive-minded head coach. So he may have some say with the defense. But in all actuality, with the defense, too, it's really Jack Del Rio. So, again, the success is going to be onto Eric Bieniemy and Sam Howell. And I just don't think it's smart if Washington allows Eric Bieniemy to leave the nest, man, if he has a successful season. I just feel like it's stupid. Now, he signed a 2-year deal, but I don't think he wants to be an offensive coordinator. You know, he obviously wants to be a head coach. And I just feel like it would be not smart of Washington's new ownership to allow him to leave if he has a successful year. Now, again, I don't want to discredit Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera did so much while dealing with so much, from cancer, from the toxic leadership, and having to take on the ownership questions each and every week, and not just being able to focus on ball. Ron Rivera has done so much for this organization, so I don't want to discredit Ron Rivera because he definitely changed his culture and did some great things. He definitely built this roster from what it once was in 2019. So, again, no credit is taken away from Ron Rivera, but the lack of success on the offensive side of the ball since Ron Rivera has been the head coach has been a problem. And if Eric Bieniemy comes in and he's finding the missing piece, and Sam Howell's finding the missing piece, you know who really did all the work this season. So I feel like it would be smart for Washington to allow Ron Rivera to either step down, fire him if you have to, or allow him to move up. Now, I don't want to fire Ron Rivera. You know, I would love for Ron to just see it, just see the vision. Yeah, I know, I love being a head coach. I love being that guy. But let me think about these players and think about the success of this organization. If I step down, okay, and allow Eric Bieniemy to take my role, that'd be better for this organization. And I can either go upstairs or just go off in the sunset and play golf. What I love to do. You know, that's just what I would think. And I don't know if that's what Ron Rivera's thinking. Ron could very well be thinking, you know what? I want to be the head coach here. I'm fine with having to find a new offensive coordinator if I have to. I just don't know if that would be the smartest thing, because you already know how we are as fans. If Ron Rivera and Eric Bieniemy and the team have a successful year this year, and we allow Eric Bieniemy to go to, let's say, another team next year as the head coach, and then he turns that team around, we're gonna be like, dang, we miss EB, man. He should have been the head coach here. Y'all, we already know how we'll get. So I just feel like Josh Hurst should do the right thing, and if we have a successful year, if EB flames out and he's not any good as an offensive coordinator, the offense isn't looking any better really, or nothing drastically better, then okay, allow EB to either stay offensive coordinator for 1 more year, or allow him to go get a head coaching gig, and then Ron Rivera could stay here, and then he could find his new other offensive coordinator. But I'm just saying, if it's a successful season, EB is clearly the missing piece. Sam Howell is that guy. Come on, Ron, you gotta do what's best for the team, man. Because if you don't step down, he's obviously gonna get head coaching interest if he has a successful year in Washington. That's why so many people are gonna watch him this year, because you know he wants to be a head coach, and the thing has been always been under Andy Reid's wing. He's not the one calling the plays, so he's gonna be calling the plays this year. And if he's successful, you know teams are going to be knocking at the door, and we cannot allow him to get away. Because then you got to think about it like this: Sam Howell's gonna have to learn his 3rd playbook in 3 years instead of just being comfortable with EB for a 2nd straight year. He's gonna have to learn 3 playbooks in 3 years. Terry McLaurin's gonna have to learn a new playbook. Jahan Dawson, the whole offensive side of the ball, is gonna have to learn yet another playbook. So you got to think about all that before, you know, when you think about this whole thing and the whole entire vision. It's a vision that I think we should have here under the new ownership, man. And if you really want to change this team for the better, I think it's only one thing that you can do. And if we have a successful year, that's to promote Eric Bieniemy the head coach. You cannot allow him to leave this building if we, in fact, have a successful year. So yeah, man, there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. How do you guys feel about what I just said about Ron Rivera stepping down, Eric Bieniemy being promoted to head coach? Leave your comments and thoughts down below. As always, it's been boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to check out my other channel, Juan Gotti TV. That link is down below in the description. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. See y'all next time. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gon' get you popped. Get you popped.